Hello, Jupiter family. Welcome to the journey. I keep saying Jupiter family because the channel used to be called Natasha's Jupiter Life. You're still Jupiter family, by the way. Like, we're still expanding in our Jupiter and walking our North Node. Anyway, hi, Taurus. I'm so sorry. I'm going in these little rants. How you doing, my loves? This is for all Taurus placements. Okay, your next 48. It's an all signs video. Okay, we're just gonna tap into the energy and see what it is that you need to know for the next 48 hours, Taurus. I'm gonna pull one of each deck. I usually let Aries lead the way, so whatever happens in their reading is how we set it up for the rest of the signs, okay? As is the journey. It's pretty much set up that way, okay? Aries is the beginners of the zodiac. They test out the waters. You know what I'm saying? Clarity. Seeing things more clearly, understanding where it is that you're going, or clarity is coming into you if you do not have it currently right now. It is on the way, my friends. The answers, the epiphanies, what you needed to know so that you can make the yes or no, or the right, or what is the right decision for you, my friend. Okay, this is what we must understand and know. It's about the right decision for you. It's not about the right decision for other people, Toro. And you know this. You know what I'm saying? And you know this. That TV is loud, ain't it? Anyway, if you can hear it or not, you may not be able to hear it. So we talked about the 12 houses and the transits and things like that. Because Saturn is now direct, Jupiter is going to be direct next week. So is Mercury. So a lot of things that haven't been getting done is getting ready to get done, Taurus, okay? Or at least leading answers into it. Or, things are going to open up. Some questions are going to be answered. Some things that haven't been released in a very long time are going to be released. People are expecting some really big changes to happen prior to going into this eclipse season in November, right? In your sign. Isn't that beautiful? I believe the eclipse is in Taurus. Now, everybody's talking about these transits. You may want to check and see your birth chart on how they are affecting you. You know what I'm saying? This is Taurus all placements, first house through the 12th house. Okay, and I did talk about the meanings of each house in the Aries reading. Okay. And I may possibly do that. Depends on where spirit leads as I start revealing information. So let's continue on with this journey, huh? You have the clarity card, and what that means. It's all going to come, and it's going to be very clear. It's going to be crystal clear, okay? With all of the chakra colors here, the purple, the blue, the red, the green, the yellow. All of the chakra colors are here. So you may be gaining clarity in all of those areas. Some knowledge and love. Clarity in love. Clarity in finances. Clarity in your heartful matters. And the communication to not just get the clarity, but receive the clarity. Communicating the clarity. Not just receiving clarity for yourself, but you're also receiving information back that will help you ask better questions, I heard. The answers will help you ask better questions. So now you will get clarity into these situations that you're going into. Okay, whether it be business, whether it be love, whether it be, a promotion of sorts, whether it be, you're bringing home a new baby, or whatever it is. Decisions, clarity, right? 3 of Wands, passionate decisions, understanding those decisions, trusting those decisions. But she's looking back though, isn't she, Taurus? Looking back to understand, looking back to, for one last glance, I heard, you know. Taking one last look over the house before you move into the bigger house. Making sure you haven't left anything. Maybe just reminiscing on great memories and things that were created in that space. Because someone's moving into a new home. Okay. Understanding that as much as you like things consistent and on a steady flow, you have to be able to adapt to changes. You may be getting clarity on that. Courage from loneliness. Clarity on that you may have to do it alone. Clarity on that something that it is that you have to do, you may have to do it alone, and you have to have the courage to do it alone. There is some components about the things that you're moving into where no one else can be involved but you, Taurus. So be mindful of that and know that you can handle whatever comes your way, man. Even though sometimes it's like, I really wish I could get a second opinion on that. I really wish, you know, I could reach out to my knowledgeable whoever and get answers. You know. Clarity that you can do it on your own, where you're thinking that you possibly cannot do it on your own. Thinking that you can't do it on your own, but it can be done alone. Or trying to figure out how you can do it alone. Is it possible? I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Maybe actually getting into your North Node and understanding that it takes for you to have the confidence and self-esteem to move into your purpose, whether or not people around you, close to you, understand it or want to be a part of it. And you're gaining that clarity now that some things that are something is just for you. This lesson is for you and not you and them. It's just for you. This road you're about to take is just for you, not you and them. Or it is specifically for you and them. You know your life, Taurus. I don't, okay? It's a general. And I want to include everyone that's on their journey. First house, house of self. The house of self that you think about, you know, the house of self for yourself. Self-esteem, the esteem of yourself, right? And you may be questioning it at this time. Maybe I'm not as strong-minded as I thought I was. Maybe I'm not as strong. And you need to get out of that space knowing that you can't accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish. Listen to some Wayne Dyer, Reverend Ike, Abraham Hicks, Life of Metaphysics, anything metaphysical, anything alchemy, right? It's plenty of it on YouTube. Just put in the word alchemy and just start listening to, well, I don't want to say just listen to anybody. Okay. But if they have really high views, well, I don't want to say listen to anybody. Listen to what leads you, okay? Because what connects with your soul connects with your soul. I'm just going to say that. Listen to what you're led to, what you feel led to listen to, okay? Because that's going to help you. What resonates with you may not resonate with anyone else, right? We all like different kinds of comedy, different kinds of music, different kinds of whatever. We're all different people in our own skin, thoughts, mindset. So you may need to find the language that helps you, right? That's just like we listen to all different types of spiritual channels. And that may be a thing for you, Taurus. Maybe you're trying to narrow it down. Not as many different messages at one time. Or you want the messages to flow in synchronicity with the number 3 here. You know, Father, Son, Holy Spirit type vibes. 1, 2, 3, go, right? understanding that you possess the gifts of the soul that benefits yourself and other people. And you do. Fuel. Looking for that fuel, needing that fuel, adding the fuel. What I eat fuels me. I eat the best foods accessible to me. I infuse my food with love and gratitude before eating it, visualizing the nutrients I am consuming and the love that went into growing and preparing the food. And you know, that's a thing for Taurus. We love, you know, and I say we because I have Taurus placements, right? We love great food. Like, we like high-end restaurants, and we like great clothes and the beauty. Like, we love the luxury of things, right? The white tablecloths and the multiple choices in silverware, because there's multiple meals coming. It's going to be laid out. We love presentation and taste and all of those goody things of Taurian life, right? And maybe you are reevaluating what those things mean to you or the people around you. They're not appreciative of those things as much as you are. How people aren't stopping to put their feet in the grass, or, you know, acknowledging the fact that food grown in mass as opposed to food grown in smaller gardens have a different effect on the body, and no one's listening to you on that, and it's kind of aggravating. So you're leaving them behind, growing your own garden, knowing that the world is changing, and you know, things are happening all around us. So you're taking charge in your own way for you, doing what's good for you and your family, gaining clarity on the way, building the self-esteem needed to make the choices that you're going to need to make. Okay, you also could be shifting in your diet and things that you eat, and even though you love the best of something, knowing that because you're not actually tending to it yourself and growing it, that it could be tampered with, and it's kind of bothering you a little bit about that. And how are you going to switch up your life so that you can feel comfortable in consuming what it is that you're eating? Okay. Know that you can accomplish what it is you're trying to accomplish, Taurus. And I think you already know that, right? But it's just that one glance back. That one last hurrah. I heard just one more time. Okay. Whatever you need to push forward, do that, Taurus, because you know, the eclipse is coming up in your sign, and it's a full eclipse too. So you'll be chopping something out of your life for good. Like, okay, so whatever it is you're gearing up towards or building self-esteem around and gaining your clarity and knowing that it has to be organic. Okay. And food, even though in this card it's talking about the food on your plate, you know, food is what we see, what we eat, what we ingest. So what you're reading, what you're watching, right? Things you consume. Take heed to those things. Pay attention to those things. And, you know, get rid of what needs to be getting rid of. And yes, I made it sound easy. And no, I know it's not. Okay? But your awareness and the things that you want and desire for yourself, and having that awareness, eventually you will. If you truly want a thing and it's going to improve your life and you're going to make better strides in life and you truly want a thing, at some point you'll get tired of doing whatever it was you were doing previously, and you will grow into the thing that it is that you want to do. Because I know you're a fixed sign. It takes you a little bit longer to make the changes that's needed, as it would an Aries or a Virgo, right? Or someone whose sign is not so fixed. You know? It's a little harder for fixed signs to adjust in the area that they have the fixed sign in, right? It's a little harder for you to adjust to whatever it is that you're having a hard time adjusting to, or other people think you won't, areas you won't change in. Doesn't mean you won't change in those areas or make upgrades in those areas. You're just not going to be doing it in the fashion and in the speed that they would like. Oh, but you got some growth coming here, Taurus, and it looks great. Continue to walk in your North Node and expanding your Jupiter. I love you. Take your time and take care.